What's going on, guys? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure. Time to take a look at what's sold.
Mountain Man
Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. This is a channel all about reselling. It's about going into estate sales, garage sales, thrift stores, places like that, or even going into Walmart, Target, Home Depot. You can pick up stuff there. You can get stuff online. Wherever you pick it up, you then resell it, ideally for more than what you paid for it. And I do that primarily on eBay. Now, I've started dipping my toe back into Mercari. I never had much luck on there. I've sold some stuff on there, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to start cross-listing a few things back on Mercari. So no sales in the last couple of days of doing that, but I don't have that many things on there. It gets likes and then nobody does anything. So we'll see. I'll put a few things here and there on there, and eventually I'll get another sale. But the eBay store has been doing really, really well in the last few days. And so it's time to take a look at what's sold. Now, this isn't just the weekend because we didn't get you a what sold video on Friday. So we're going to take a look at, this is like 4 days or so of eBay sales. And the first one that we've got on here, remember back, I showed you the auction in the last video. Well, they did pay. So the Mickey Mouse Movers tin toy friction car, they did pay. So $62.99 plus priority shipping. They actually paid first class shipping, and since it went so high, I upgraded, paid a few bucks more, and upgraded them to priority shipping just to make sure that was a little better taken care of and gets there a little bit faster. And then if it gets lost, I have that insurance through the Postal Service. So that's what we got on that one. And then the new stuff, Toys R Us. You saw me sell one of these catalogs in the last one. Guess what? Another one sold. I got one more left. This one sold for $20 plus shipping. I got an offer today of $15, but I'd like to try and get around that $20 mark. So we're going to hold off. We're already in profit on that lot of ephemera, so I'm real happy with that. This Valentine's Day dog sweater, this part of our pet products lot. These dog sweaters, if you guys can source them cheap, it seems like they sell pretty well, just not for a lot. We are 100% into the profit on the pet products now. This one sold for $9.98, free shipping. Doesn't weigh that much, so you make $5 or so. This Harley women's shirt, purple shirt from Renton, Washington, really cool. I've been hanging on to it for a little while, though, and so somebody sent me an offer of $12. Actually, they sent me an offer of $10, and I countered at $12, and they took it. I think it was up around $16 or so. But I picked it up for $1.99 at Goodwill. Figure, you know what? It's been sitting around. It needs to go. So $12 free shipping. We make some money. Back into Hot Wheels. This Solaire. Remember, we paid $100 for roughly 400 Hot Wheels. Might have been a little more than that in there. And this sold for $7.99, free shipping. And we've got some news about the Hot Wheels, actually. I'll hit that here in a little bit. But this Garfield plush, $1.99, turned into $17.81. Plus shipping on that. Then back to the Hot Wheels Lamborghini Diablo. Once again, remember, these are like right about 20 cents a piece into these. This one sold for $3.49, plus somebody in Toronto paid $10 through the eBay Standard International delivery system. So $10 in shipping to send that thing up to Canada. This Starbucks floral watercolor mug, I think I picked this one up from Farmer Mark. So this would have been $2 in, and I took an offer from somebody in Anchorage, Alaska for $12 plus shipping. I wanted a little more than that, but I thought, you know what, you're in Anchorage, you probably want to see some flowers. So we sent this up to Alaska. And then my buddy Keith swung in the store. He bought a few Hot Wheels for his collection. He bought the 32 Ford Coupe for $2.49 plus shipping. The 69 Corvette for $3.97 plus shipping. Then he picked up the 67 Nova, $9.97, free shipping on that one. The 69 Corvette was $1.99 plus shipping. The 97 Turbo Flame, I liked this car, it was cool, $4.99, free shipping. Cool car, but not super high demand, but Keith liked it. And then the Austin Healey, $1.99 plus shipping on that one. So Keith, thanks so much for coming in and doing that and buying all those. I always love when you stop in the store, my friend. And then I actually happened to check over in our merch store. The link is down below if you're curious. Keith went into the merch store and he actually bought 2 Mountain Man t-shirts. They're very, very soft t-shirts. I love them, and my daughter is very picky about how her shirts feel, and she loves it. So you got the thumbs up from the Mountain Kid. I like these shirts a lot. Keith picked up 2 of them. So Keith, thanks so much for that. And then he also got a mug. So those are slinging their way to you as well, Keith. And while we're talking about that, we might as well mention the Hot Wheels cars. I mentioned on the last video, I was thinking about, basically getting out of the Hot Wheels game. I was just kind of getting tired of listing Hot Wheels, to be honest with you. I'd gone through several hundred and listed well over 100 of them. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to pass them on to somebody else. So I mentioned it on the video. I was thinking about sort of parting them out, and somebody sent me a message. Alan said, hey, what do you think about selling all of the rest of them? So I counted them. I had 226 left that I hadn't pulled out of the box. And so basically, Alan gave me $20 plus shipping, and now they're his. So now he's into them. I was into them about 20 cents a piece. So with shipping, Alan's into them right about 26 cents or so, I think. So, Alan, I hope you can make money off of those. Let me know. But Alan said, hey, if nothing else, his nephews get a whole bunch of Hot Wheels cars. So, I guess, Alan, if you want, let me know the link to your store. We can mention it. And then, because Keith is going to be going through withdrawals here, I'm not going to be listing any more new cars. So Keith is going to have to find his Hot Wheels somewhere else. But Alan, thanks very much for that. And again, I hope you have really good luck selling those off. But next, this Packers hat, really, really cool. Packers still in the playoffs, and I expect to be selling more Packers hats. I bought a whole bunch of them from a lady here a month ago, something like that. She was cleaning out a whole bunch of her old stuff. She's a big Packers fan. She had all these hats, and she had a couple new ones. And I was interested and said she wanted $5 a piece for them. And I said, hey, if I buy a whole bunch, how about $3 a piece? She said deal. A little higher end than I would usually pay. I normally wouldn't pay quite that much. I like to pay $1 for hats. I'll pay up for them a little bit. And I did pay up for these just because I knew heading into the playoffs, there's a good chance I'd make my money back pretty quick. I think I gave her $32 because we ended up getting quite a few hats. And she ended up throwing a couple in for free because she had some new ones out that she'd never worn. And I said something, even if you have some old ones. And she goes, oh, you like used hats? She was very confused. I said, yeah, let's look. And she had some great vintage hats. This was one of them. And so, yeah, some really cool vintage Green Bay Packers hats. And the more they keep winning, the more I'm going to keep selling these. I'm picking up watchers on them. So keep an eye on what's going on with the playoffs, guys. Kansas City Chiefs stuff is going to be going. The Bills stuff, anybody that's still in it, their stuff's going to be selling. And so this Packers hat sold for $13 plus shipping. Cool stripe down the middle, like the old hard hat. I liked it. That was a deal. I had it like at $16.99, I think. But they sent me an offer and I took that. This Halo Mega Constructs figure. This is the last one. I picked up a whole bunch of these from Target, I think a year ago. And this one's just been languishing. Finally, somebody picked it up. $15.15 plus shipping. People always ask, when do you list Christmas stuff? This is another example. It sells all year round. These Mr. and Mrs. Snowman, these were porcelain figures. Really cool. $14.49 plus shipping on these guys. So, we're still selling Christmas stuff. I did sell this animation you guys know I like selling those. I sent an offer to this guy and he took it. So $28.63 for the All Dogs Go to Heaven sell. Plus he's in Canada as well. So he paid $10 for international shipping on that. Then I sold a tennis racket that's been hanging out for like 2 years. It's been sitting around forever. The Prince Thunder 970, $23.44 plus shipping. Really nice sale. I'm sure I picked that up at a garage sale a while back. I wouldn't have paid that much for it. So I'm assuming it's a pretty good turnaround. I honestly don't remember. I've learned this from Dom, the Primetime Treasure Hunter. This part of an ephemeral lot that I picked up, and it was a bulk purchase, but I would have keyed in on this one anyway because he's talked about it. Vampirella. Take a look at this. Vampirella sells. This is a vintage Overstreet magazine. It's got Vampirella on the cover. It sold for $9.47 plus shipping. This part of that ephemeral lot where we got the Toys R Us catalogs from Mr. Buys a Lot. And we're into the profit on that. These are doing really, really well. I'm excited about that. And then we had a viewer come in, Jay. He said he's a Seattle fan. They are Seattle fans stuck in Texas. And he saw the video where I found some vintage Mariners and Seahawks stuff. And I had a watcher on them. I sent an offer, and I got that information when he sent a counter offer back, and a very reasonable counter offer, Jay. I thought, you know what? It's not good enough. So I countered his counter, went down a little bit, and sent him a little bit of a lower offer. You guys know I'm going to take care of you. If you see something you like in any of the thrifting videos or in the store or whatever, by all means, send me a message, send me an offer. We're going to hook you up. And so the Mount Rainier Starbucks mug here, I basically broke even. Actually, I think we lost a little bit because I paid my buddy Jeff $5 for this thing, because this was the thing where he found it, cleaned it, photographed it. All I had to do was list it. And so I paid $5 for all that stuff. And so I sent an offer to Jay for $4.99 plus shipping. That's fine. I don't mind that at all. And then because he also bought the Mariners t-shirt, which was really, really cool, old single-stitch t-shirt. Then he picked up the Seahawks t-shirt, the cool old look with the old logo. I really love this shirt. And then he picked up the Seahawks hat as well. And so we sent good counter offers to him on all of that. And even still, $52 plus shipping for those three things. So, Jay, once again, thank you so much, man. I sure appreciate that. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but truly, I'm humbled anytime somebody buys something from me, a viewer buys something from me. That means a lot, and I just thank you very much for doing that. That's really, really cool. On this last video where we talked about Dark Tower, which actually we started that at a penny on Thursday, a 1 penny auction going back to old school eBay. It's now up to $155. It's still got a week left, so we'll see. I don't know how much more it's going to tick up. We were getting a lot of bits. There's like 40 watchers on the thing. It'll be fun to watch the finish and see if it goes up any higher. But that thing's heading out in about a week or so. You see in that same video, we talked about the free golf stuff that we got from the golf course. Some of it has been listed and starting to sell now. This Adams head cover, $7.98, free shipping. Not a lot of money back there, right? But again, completely free inventory. Very easy to list and ship, so I'm okay with that. The 64 Galaxie Hot Wheels, $9.97, free shipping. Another low dollar thing here. This part of a bulk purchase where we bought a bunch of Funko Pop stuff from a guy. Man, I get paid to talk, and it's still tough sometimes. This Avengers Endgame lobby card, $7.49, free shipping. We've paid $520 for all of his stuff, and I think we've made about $2,000 in profit thereabouts. So I mean, this is just the straggler. We're making some money on that. The Mickey hat, $1.99 at Goodwill. Still new with tags. Had a Disney Parks tag on it on the inside. That stuff always good. And I knew it would go for good money. And this pretty good, $16.39 plus shipping. Keith swung back in about a couple more. The Got Milk van was $9.97, free shipping. And then this 69 Charger was $3.99 plus shipping. So those headed out to Keith. Once again, thank you, my friend. Another one from that Funko Pop pickup that we made, the Gears of War Funko Pop. This is Marcus. Sent me an offer of $8 plus shipping, and we took that. Another Green Bay Packers hat. This a Super Bowl champion hat. Really cool hat. $16.39 plus shipping. And I've sent out offers on, I think, 2 or 3 other Packers hats this weekend. Tony Hawk Hot Wheels. These headed to Australia. It's interesting how many of these go overseas. Tailor-made head cover, $13, free shipping. So there's another freebie turned into some cash. The Hard Rock Cafe Couture shirt, $2 in. And I took an offer on this one, $11 plus shipping. I was in an offer-taking mood this weekend. Vintage drafting set. This one picked up by my folks. They found this one at, I don't know if this was a garage sale. This was one of my, one that came out of my dad's old stuff. I'm not sure, but $14.99. That an offer I sent out, so $14.99 plus shipping on that one. And we talked about Hot Wheels going overseas. This another one, but it's taken a little bit of a windy road to get there. The guy sent me a message and said, hey, if I do multiple cars, will you combine shipping? Yeah, sure, we'll do that. I don't mind doing that. And he asked how much it would be. And I said, well, look, I can get generally 4 cars under 1 pound, depending on the cars. Some are heavier. So 4 cars will still go first class, potentially 5. 5 might push it, but for sure I can get 4. And he ended up getting 4. So he picked up the 70 Chevelle, And then he picked up a couple of these. He picked up the 2010 Shelby, and he picked one up in green, and he picked one up in white, and then the Mercedes C-Class he also got. And so what's going on here, I looked, the guy is actually based in Malaysia. And this is another question that comes up from newer resellers, because they'll check out the address when stuff comes in, which I did sometimes initially too. It looks weird because it sometimes has a string of letters or numbers. It just looks odd. And then they'll start looking into it and think, wait, this is a company. This is an individual. This doesn't seem right. What it is it's a freight forwarding company. This guy, he lives in Malaysia, but he's got a deal through this company. It's based in Portland, Oregon. There's some in California as well that I've shipped to. My very first sale on eBay actually went to a freight forwarding company. I believe also in Portland. It may have been the same company. So what happens is I send my stuff to Portland, it gets to the address, and then that company sends it on to him. Now, some people worry about, well, what about if you get complaints? You're not going to, because it's going to show delivered at the address. So even if he has issues afterwards, I delivered it, he got it, we're good. And I've never had any problems with a freight forwarding company. Not once. Now, that's not to say that nobody has or that I never will, but I haven't, and they tend to be good customers. So he paid $12.53 for this plus shipping to Portland, and then he doesn't have to pay shipping to Malaysia. This filter pad set, again, from the Pet Products lot, $16.39 plus shipping, and I've got 2 more of that kind, I think 3 more of another, and we're making good money off of that pet product stuff. Now, the Goosebumps, I actually was hoping this would go up a little higher. Maybe I ended it too early in the afternoon or evening. I don't know. It should have gone for around between 35 and 40 bucks, I thought. That's the risk you take when you run an auction, right? You're just never sure what it's going to end up at. But I paid, I think it was $10 for the whole box of these books at a garage sale. It's the same place we got the Bobble water filters that I'd never heard of, but apparently are wildly popular. We made a lot of money off of those because we got those for dirt cheap. And so I tacked these books on for 10 bucks for all of them. Now I pulled a couple out that were duplicates and stuff like that. We'll sell those individually. So we'll still make a few more bucks off of this lot. But 34 Goosebumps books, put them up to auction, and we ended up getting $33 plus shipping. So still the buyer's in right about 44 bucks. So that's not bad, right? So if you can find these Goosebumps books, they're absolutely a bolo. They're not going to make you huge money. Now, if I would have I had the original number 3, 4, and 5, and then some of the other originals, 10, 11, that sort of thing. But if you have 1 through 5, you're going to get a lot more money for that if you have some of those original books. So all I needed was 2 more books, and I definitely would have reached that $40. But you know what? I'm really happy with this, and it's one thing that you want to keep an eye out for. It's tough to sell individually and make much money on them, but they're sort of like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. If you can find them, hang on to them. And then once you get a lot of them, you can put them up. Most of them do go for auction, and they find their price. So keep an eye out for the old Goosebumps books. Even the new ones will sell if you can lock them up. People still love those. We did also get, right before I hit the button here, another hat, $12.29 for the Corona hat. And that's all that we sold on eBay. Now, I do want to mention, we hit on Alan picking up those Hot Wheels, so thanks once again, Alan. Brian, I mentioned in a couple videos ago, I was looking through the animation cells that I picked up, and one of them had Itchy from All Dogs Go to Heaven. He was walking off the screen and was missing his head. So he had the beheaded dog, and I said, hey, I'll send this to anybody. If anybody wants it, just pay the shipping. And Brian quickly got a hold of me and said, hey, I'm game. And so he didn't even wait for me to figure out what the shipping was going to be. He just shot me 10 bucks. So Brian, you didn't have to do that. He paid a little bit more. Shipping was like $3.50 because it doesn't weigh anything. So I appreciate you doing that, Brian. And then we actually sent Jesse Shops. You remember a ways back, we picked up the old 70s art that said nobody's perfect. It had 3 owls on a branch, and one of them was upside down, stitched underneath it. Nobody's perfect. That is perfect. for my buddy Jessie shop. She loved, I mean, it looks like it belonged hanging on her wall. And so I sent that to her, and she shot us $25. So that was $25 all in. I think I paid $3.99 for that, and it was like $8 or $9 to ship. So, you know, we made a few bucks on that as well. And Jesse, thanks so much for doing that. You didn't have to. I was just going to send that to you. So thank you so much for doing that. And that is our sales for the weekend and a couple days before. Now, the Jello shirt back here is on auction. I think that's going to end here Monday. As you're watching this, we've got a couple of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure sketches that are ending. We could have some interesting sales here coming up in the next What Sold video. Hopefully, we'll see. Like I said, you never know with auctions. But that's what we got for you today, guys. I sure appreciate it. I hope some of you are getting the day off. If you're still working the day job, if you're a state or a federal worker, you're enjoying the extra time off. And for the rest of us schlubs that are still working at our full-time jobs and then coming home and doing eBay, hope you have a good day too. That's all the time I got. We'll see you. Bye.